My topic of discussion for this argumentative essay is going to be about women of color and the feminist movement, and why it is important and essential to the lives of women, especially those of colored women. My first artifact is a painting done in 1932 called Self-Portrait on the Borderline Between Mexico and the United States. This painting was done by Mexican surrealist artist Frida Kahlo. During Frida's life, she overcame many obstacles. Many stemmed from the fatal bus accident she had as a child. This accident would later on lead to 30 different surgeries and the inability to have children. Frida Kahlo is one of the most influential and one of the most worshipped artists of her time. She advocated the rights of women and the empowerment of women, also being one of the only women to depict womanhood for what it really was. My second artifact is a photograph taken in England in the year 1945. This photo shows Abby Campbell giving a group inspection for the first African American members of the Women's Army assigned to overseas duties. This was a huge leap in opportunities for women of color and equal rights. The newspaper clipping shown is taken from The Sun and the New York Herald in 1920. The storylines on this newspaper are about the recent women voters and the women African American suffrage in Louisiana. Many to all white women were allowed to vote, while black women were chosen by the handful. For my argument, I chose to take the side for feminism and why it is important for women of color. Feminism is important for women of color because oppression and racism rule their everyday lives. When women of color's intellect, talents, and skills are questioned based not upon gender, but also how they look. Women of color feminism is essential because when they speak proper, they are labeled as trying to act white or acting white. Feminism for women of color is important because they are generalized and stereotyped based on color of their skin and the texture of their hair, and are forced to conform to the generalized beauty of the Eurocentric world. Many may say that women do not need feminism and that women of color feminism is no different than white feminism. Many people do not agree with the feminist movement because some white women have taken it too far. White women also have been known to make the movement solely based upon themselves, neglecting other women of other races. I disagree and believe that we do need feminism, especially for women of color. We need feminism for girls that look like this, because we are shown that the only way to be is lighter, and the only way to be is whiter.